Hello everyone, my name is Adriel and the topic today will be e-cigarettes. E-cigarettes are electronic cigarettes. Usually it is marketed as a better alternative to traditional cigarettes. The main components of it is that it contains a battery, storage area to place the liquid in, and a heat source. We can see that the main parts of it in the picture on the left. It comes with a variety of shapes too. It can look like a flash drive, traditional cigarette, or even a cigar. When you inhale the liquid, it comes out as a vapor rather than tobacco. The liquid juice, commonly known as e-juice, has a variety of flavorings such as strawberry and pineapple, making it enjoyable for the user. The first reason why discussing e-cigarettes is important is because the main demographic these companies are trying to push their products on is the younger generation. On top of that, it is a common device that most of us have seen once in our life. Since it's common, it gives a higher interest to the younger people because to them it may seem cool or interesting. Another reason is that it is still a new device that has been introduced to the public. Scientists still don't know the long-term effects of using e-cigs. It could cause the same or similar health problems as traditional cigarettes, or it could cause a whole different set of problems. The last reason is if it is truly safe. There's still research that needs to be done to safely say that it is truly just as bad as traditional cigarettes. Right now, what we can do is compare the two and say how e-cigarettes can be just as good or as bad as traditional ones. A common characteristic people hear about e-cigarettes is that it's a safer option compared to traditional cigarettes. According to Gabriel Lutz, he states that small randomized clinical trials have shown reduced concentration of acetaldehyde and formaldehyde in e-cigs compared to traditional cigarettes. After hearing this, it may seem appealing to try out e-cigs. I mean, what harm is there until we understand what acetaldehyde and formaldehyde is. Both of these ingredients are carcinogens that, when it's been consumed, it can cause health problems. In a study done by Till, Worston, Fearon, and Clary, they tested these carcinogens in groups of rats. Each group ingesting a certain amount of carcinogen, whether if it be formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, or both. What they found was that the group that had the highest dose of acetaldehyde suffered hyperkeratosis in the forestomach. This means that they had thickening of the skin in the first division of the stomach. Another group that had a high dosage of formaldehyde suffered yellow discoloration of the fur, decreased protein and albumin levels in the blood plasma, thickening of the limiting ridge, and hyperkeratosis in the forestomach, and focal gastritis in the glandular stomach. There is a third carcinogen that can be produced, which is propylene oxide. This happens when the propylene glycol present in nicotine liquids is heated high enough. When this carcinogen is inhaled, an individual may suffer acute health effects such as irritation to the mucous membrane of the upper respiratory tract. Some chronic health effects that an individual can suffer is that it can cause chronic depression as well as lung and slight liver injury. As mentioned previously, there's no definite answer to fully say that e-cigs are just as dangerous as traditional cigarettes, but with the information presented, it can still cause a great deal of damage to the body. Since the younger generation is the main target to sell e-cigarettes, these companies try to make their products as kid-friendly as possible. One way they do this is to try to hide the truth. What I mean by this is that most e-cigarette companies claim that they do not have nicotine in their products, but with tests it shows that there was indeed nicotine in it. In fact, there has been an increase of the average nicotine concentration levels that are sold in the United States. From 2013 to 2018, the concentration levels were from 2.10% to 4.34%. That is a 106.7 increase. Along with that, there has been an increase of sales between 2013 to 2018. Another danger is that those products may contain nicotine. As mentioned previously, most e-cigarettes contain nicotine. Only 1% or less truly claim that their products can be nicotine-free. The health implications that can occur for the younger generation is that it can cause early nicotine addiction. The last danger ties in with the second point, which is that the presence of nicotine in these products can affect the way that the youth's brain functions and operates. A few possibilities that can happen is that it can affect the brain development, alter nerve cell functioning, increase the risk of smoking cigarettes, and it can change the brain chemistry that can make adolescents want to try other addictive drugs. The use of e-cigarettes is slowly increasing in the younger population, and a study done by Catherine Schauffer shows that secondary students have doubled the use of e-cigarettes from 2017 to 2019. In 2017, 12th graders that used e-cigarettes were 11%, 10th graders were 8%, and 8th graders were 4%. In 2019, it increased in all ages. For 12th graders, it went from 11 to 25%, 10th graders it was from 8% to 20%, and for 8th graders it increased from 4% to 9%. For college students, there was an increase of 6 to 16% from 2017 to 2018. According to the CDC, there has been an outbreak that links the use of e-cigarettes with lung injury. A total of 2,807 EVALI cases or deaths were reported to the CDC from all 50 states, District of Columbia, and from Puerto Rico and U.S. Virgin Islands. The people who were hospitalized were mainly under the age of 18 or were between the ages of 18 to 24. The percentage of people under the age of 18 was 50%, and for those between the ages of 18 to 24, it was 37%. One way to decrease the use of e-cigarettes among the younger population is to increase the price. We saw that most of the people who use e-cigarettes are under the age of 18 or just barely started adulthood. As we saw, there was an increase of e-cigarettes use from grades 8 to 12 from 2017 to 2019, and with college students it increased from 6 to 16% from 2017 to 2018. There are many factors as to how people as young as 8th graders were able to obtain a vape. One of them is price. When we compare the price of e-cigarettes and traditional cigarettes, e-cigarettes are much cheaper in the long run. Jason Artman states that a pack of cigarettes is about $5.50. If a person were to smoke a pack a day, that equates to about $165 a month or $2,000 per year, but it can vary depending on the state. With e-cigarettes, it costs about $800 per year. That includes the kit and any replacements that needs to be purchased. By pricing e-cigarettes about the same price as traditional cigarettes, the use of it, especially in the younger generation, would probably decrease. A second way to decrease the use of e-cigarettes with the younger generation is to restrict their access. The benefits of increasing the age to purchase the use of e-cigarettes will prevent anyone under the age limit from taking up this habit. This is not a foolproof plan since things like underage drinking still happens, but at least with increased age limit, there will be legal action to those who sell these products to underage people. It helps protect young adults who may be vulnerable to participate in vaping or any other dangerous or impulsive behavior. A third way to decrease the use of e-cigarettes with the younger population is to have quit smoking programs. By having these programs affordable and accessible, it allows young smokers to get the help they need before it starts to get out of control. An example of one of these programs is called Truth Initiative. It's a program that mainly works with the phone. What they do is provide a free text message program that helps teens, college students, and young adults who have attempted to or successfully quit e-cigarettes. For anyone who wants to access this program, you have to text Ditch Vape to 88709. E-cigarettes are a growing public health problem, especially for young adults and minors. By understanding the possible dangers of e-cigarettes, the dangers that it can cause to the youth, and how to decrease the use of it among the younger population, hopefully there aren't more young individuals falling for the trap of e-cigarettes.